Welcome back to Apex Alchemy. Today we have the Daggerr Voron.
And the Voron means
Raven.
raven. It also means Black Maria, right? I mean, like Black Voron means Black Maria,
Yeah.
which is a truck. You said?
Yeah, it's a truck that they used way back in the day in Russia that looked like a regular delivery truck, but it had small little prison cells inside it that would travel through town, picking up people and transporting them.
I bet that's what it means. I bet that's the closer meaning to the because I just because it's a Russian knife, and that's kind of their thing. That's the biggest one in the collection, right?
Yes.
This is the biggest one I've seen online. That's a Voron, like a pivot. It's got this skull on it. That's kind of like their thing. Not sure the details. This one has the black screws, so they'll call that the black eyes.
Has teeth.
Yeah, it has teeth like this. I think they call it the screaming face or something like that. I don't know. It's in D2 steel. It's marked 0522, which Jerry Neves has a knife. A review on this knife on his channel, Neves Knives, and the serial number is 0522 as well. But it's a different knife. Like his is not black stonewashed on the back.
Right.
And he said, I guess this means they're only going to make 22 in that configuration. I'm going to go with that's the month and the year that it was manufactured. May of 2022. That's what I'm going to go with since both of them have the same number. Very smooth action. There's nothing wrong with the action on the knife.
No, as big as it is, it definitely is easy to open.
Yeah.
Like the action's it's really good for such a large knife.
Absolutely. So in the box, I can't remember what's in here. Let's open it up. It's got that magnetic thing.
Got their Instagram and
It's the Instagram, yep. You can order these knives on Blade HQ if you're in the USA. You can also order them directly from them. They only accept MasterCard and Visa from what I could tell. Like there's not a PayPal option. I may be wrong about that. I just couldn't find it.
I don't remember, but they do have, if you're in France, they do have a French company that they're partnered with too.
That's absolutely right.
But I don't remember the name of it.
I don't either. I don't remember that either. Okay. Aesthetically, like, I find it wanting, like personally, like this isn't my style aesthetically. However, form over function. I'm sorry, function over form. I believe this to be a very useful knife. It fits the jimping. Where your thumb lands directly on that jimping. It is good quality jimping. It's not too rugged, or it's not too rigid, but it does provide a lot of grip. You got a extremely flat Wharncliffe blade, so it's 5 inches. You can get a lot of work done with this knife. It's not too heavy. I'm not sure what the weight is. We'll weigh it here in a second, but it's not cumbersome. Will it fit in everybody's jeans? Probably not. If it's in mine, I don't have a problem sticking it in mine.
It definitely would not fit in mine.
No, yeah, I get it. Got T6 hardware. Pivot is a flathead screw. Flipper only.
Drop shut.
Drop shut, absolutely, all day.
Now, would that be considered like coffin style, like handle shape? It kind of has that coffinish.
I have not even paid attention. I suppose it could be. I'm
Also, kind of looks like a spear to me.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting, and I don't know about the coffin shaped stuff. Like I've had a knife. I had a dagger once that had a coffin shaped handle, and it looked like a coffin, like a very squared off.
Okay.
But I'm not saying it ain't. I don't know where they got their inspiration at. I wouldn't throw coffin out as the first word to describe the handle personally, but that's fine. But like even like with I guess full size hands, like you got a lot sticking out here in the back, man. It's like attitude adjuster, like without needing a little piece on the end of the knife to do that.
I sent Billy a picture the day they come in the mail. I was like, well, here it is with me holding it. Like so much sticks out from my hand.
Yeah,
I was like, this thing is massive. To be a folding knife.
It is massive. A couple things I like about it. It's kind of like this. It's got this like upswept. It's not straight across the board. Like this will be a very nice uniform straight across the board knife, or like a horizon knife, I suppose. I don't know, but this does have this upswept
wave type feature.
Yeah, and it does work for the ergonomics. It does. Like I think you could put in a lot of good work with this knife. Like I don't think it's lacking anywhere. This knife did come by Rusty, by the way. So thanks, Rusty. And before we go any further, I want to let you guys know the journal is available on Amazon. We very much appreciate the orders that have come in so far. We've got to watch that reach the status of best knife,
best new release,
best-selling knife. New release in the knife category. So thank you very much for all that. Patrons, I want to remind you, what is the balance? Did you say it's $297?
$290. Hang on, I will tell you.
So the Nkosi or the whatever Chris Reeve knife that we want to give away for the Patreon members, we're about halfway there. So I do really want to get that done, but since we mentioned it, we first mentioned the giveaway for this expensive knife and the long waiting period. We've only lost Patreon members. We haven't gained any. So
right,
like if it gets any worse, we'll either have to go to the board and let you guys vote on what we're gonna do, or we'll put a deadline on this giveaway, and that way we can move forward trying something else. Sorry. Anyway, the Daggerr frame lock. I love the way they did the frame lock. Most frame locks you see, and I'm not saying this is better. I'm just saying it's unique. Most frame locks you see, you have the lock bar running for almost the entire length of the. It's not maybe not the entire length, but at least like what 3/4 of the way, across the back scale. This is taking up very minimal space for the lock bar, and it's working, which is kind of crazy. I like it. So you got the barrel spacer standoffs. They are like satin silver or satin steel. The Satu is a 10-inch knife. I'm going to get this middle stuff marked. This is 11.5 inches, 5-inch blade. That's got a 4-inch blade, 6-inch handle. We got about die wear. God almighty. There we go. Talk to Dave. He may be getting this back. Maybe we may do a trade. I don't know. We'll talk when we're less busy.
Okay, yeah, finally got it to pull up.
So
$291.29 is the Patreon balance.
And we haven't taken any money out of that from any of the previous giveaways, and we're just that's fine. We'll finance those past giveaways, but it's not moving as quick as some people would like. So we don't want the Patreon thing. We won't get anything out of it.
Right.
That money goes to knife giveaways for you guys. Just for the Patreon members, as of right now. So we will we'll just gauge that. Sorry to bring that up in this video. Just got to bring it up sometime. Anyway, you tell them what you think.
I think as far as a hard use, not gonna break the bank.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Yeah.
Or they're affordable.
Like it seems like it would be a good one to use outside, and if you did happen to mess it up.
Not a great loss.
Right. It's not like messing up a $400 or $500 knife because you tried to use it outside for tougher work and it's a folder. Yeah. But Like this one, it offers that opportunity, I think, to have that bigger, more useful outside knife.
I couldn't agree more. I really like the Sting. They have one called the Sting, the Resident, the Arrow, something else.
The Urban. Very similar.
They're all pretty similar. You got 3.5-inch blades, and the blade styles may differ a little bit, but they're kind of very similar. They got auto versions of a couple of those models. They got liner locks. They got frame locks.
And this one was what, $99?
It's a $99 knife. Yeah, I
know, like the Urban was like
6.9
$40, $50, something like that.
Yeah,
I don't remember how much the
Resident was like $29, but it's a liner lock, and it's 8CR 14 MOV. But
it actually isn't that bad to be as big as that knife is.
No, it's 6.9 ounces. Again, if we was to take the Daggerr wear, we'll stick that on there. 8.1 ounces for the Daggerr wear.
12, 13 ounces, I think.
I want to say it was 11.7 last time we put it on there. 11.7, okay. Yeah. Anyway, I like it, as far as, I think it'd be a nice one to have around. The company does, pride themselves on militaresque self-defense, offense type style knives. They're not hiding anything about that. They got some really cool looking hanks.
For $10 a piece.
Yeah, I was looking at some of them, and the company thing is we don't associate ourselves with politics whatsoever, to try to remain globally friendly or whatever, and that's respectable. But most of our hanks have got the hammer and the sickle on it, so you draw your own conclusions from that. But the hanks do look like they're pretty good quality for a pretty good price. But the Daggerr Voron,
I'm surprisingly I surprisingly do like the way this one feels and operates, and even though it's huge, especially in my hand, but I do feel like I could get use out of one like this outside.
The balance point is right behind that stabilizer bar, and so most of your weight's going to be in your handle. So it don't feel like you're holding a whole lot of knife there. Like it does. I mean, I'm not saying it feels like you're holding a rat too. What I'm saying is it doesn't feel like you're holding.
It's not cumbersome.
Yeah, no, it's very.
Not trying to flip one way or the other on you.
Very comfortable, actually. That's a rat one. It's Nick's rat too. We'll have to get that back to him.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rusty, for sitting along with Daggerr Voron. We very much enjoyed playing with it and checking it out, giving us something to, it's different. It's not, not a cookie cutter knife.
Right. And most of their stuff isn't.
No, most of their stuff isn't a cookie cutter design. When going over their catalog, I feel like this is kind of how off-grid knives, they all kind of have this same personality, but they're all a little different. This is kind of what I'm feeling with Daggerr as well. So Daggerr really reminds me of a Russian version of off-grid, and in my opinion, I'm not saying they do have one. They have a Sting that's manual frame lock and S90V for $230, and it's so they make a good the quality steels. They use quality steels. They use quality materials and all that stuff, and then they also have them for $29. So you can
anywhere
range
in your budget spectrum. They
they're
seem to be
trying
to hit a mark for various budgets.
I agree, and I find that respectable. So thanks again, Rusty, for sending it. You got any final thoughts?
No.
We'll catch you on the flip side.